Hello everyone, prediction time. What I've got written on the board behind me is 15 reasons why Hillary Clinton will lose the election. And you can probably think of a few more, but these are just off the top of my head. And so we'll go through them real quickly. The first one is her Q-score. This is a measurement that public relations marketing people, the media, uses to gauge a person's attractiveness to the ability to sell a product or to communicate in the media. And that's where she's really vulnerable, because this whole business about being unlikable, untrustworthy, it's kind of that shifty thing going on, dishonest, controlled. I just caught this from Reuters yesterday, and they took a poll, the Reuters Ipsos poll, and there's a bunch of things in the poll, but this one struck me. Of the people voting for Hillary Clinton, just 12.6% said they were voting for her because they liked her personality. Now, that won't get you a job in media anywhere. That'll get you booted out the door. So her ability to communicate, her likability quotient, her Q-score, 12.6. That's in the toilet. So when I say that she got a crap Q-score, 12.6. Okay? That's not me, that's Reuters. The second one is her husband, and I put that Bubba. The guy's a boat anchor. People say, okay, fine, they've forgiven him for what he did with the women and raping and with Monica Lewinsky, but they're saying, do we want to reward him with another 4 years in the White House? Because probably he'll be the real president, not her. She can't tell him no. So he'll be bragging, I got a third term, I got a third term. People don't want to hear that after what he did. The third one, emails problem. That's still a real problem, with his emails. You get a subpoena from Congress, and a week later you delete 33,000 emails, and then you say, well, they were just personal and private. Well, no. If those emails, even if they were on her private server, that's the property of the United States government. Those were proprietary, because she was also conducting government business on her private server, which made everything on that private server the property of the United States government. You can't just delete that. And she said, well, it's just private stuff. Well, then what's the harm in showing them to people? Why did you delete them? So no one believes that, no matter how much she tries to lie about it. Then the problem with number 4, warlike. This business in Syria and Libya and running around, and what's that all about? If we put her in there, is she going to go to war with Russia and try to kick them out of Syria? Yeah. Is she going to attack North Korea, Kim Jong-un? She'll try, just to prove that she's as good as any man, if for no other reason. So we don't need that. Number 5 is health. There's really some questions about whether she's capable of doing it. We haven't had a president die in office for a while, and we're about due. People ask themselves, who am I voting for, her or Senator Kane? Because, it's likely he'll be the next president in a very short period of time. Then, number 6, the fact that she's a woman. I should say she's the wrong kind of woman. She likes to say that she's like Angela Merkel. Well, my feelings of Angela Merkel is you can take the woman out of East Germany, but you can't take the East Germany out of the woman. Angela Merkel still has that authoritarian thing going on when she says, I know better about this than anybody else. Don't anybody tell me what to do. I can bring in, 10 million immigrants if I want to. We don't need that. I would vote for Theresa May because I really like Theresa May. If Theresa May was running for president, she'd get my vote in a heartbeat. She's optimistic and she has a sunny disposition. She's a good person. I really like her. But not Angela Merkel. which is what we're voting for. People are voting for. They need Angela Merkel running the United States of America. Second thing is age. I mean, her and I are the same age. But it's not the chronological age that's a problem. It's just that she's got, her odometer has been turned over a couple times. And does she have what it takes to do the 8-hour job, 12-hour job? And, you got to have somebody that's vigorous and energetic. Or is she going to just come down to the Oval Office for an hour and go back up to the bedroom and lay down and let Bubba run things? I mean, people have to ask themselves, is she too old to do the job? And then next is Obama. I mean, she should tell Obama to just, come on, go golfing or something, because, he's doing her no favors. Just this latest thing that Obama said, Trump doesn't have the brains to run a 7-Eleven. Well, how does that help Hillary? Cracks like that do not help her. That just draws attention to to how shallow things are, because she can't campaign on the issue, so here we go with the insults again. And this leads me to the other one, the issues. She can't match Trump on these issues that he keeps bringing up. She can't do that. So, she has to do these, get down and dirty and do the insults and, all this other stuff. And so that's a problem. She doesn't have any real, beyond, she goes to the woman thing. Well, fine. We all want women's health and women's reproductive whatever. We all want that. But we have some really systemic, institutional, existential problems in this country. And, not talking about them is not going to help anything. The second one is this, next one is Supreme Court. We know what she's going to do in there. She's going to put, she's going to try to put as many women as she can. There's nothing wrong with women, but they're all going to be like a Ginsburg. We're going to have like another 2 or 3 Ginsburgs. And do we want to overshift the balance of the Supreme Court to where everything that comes out of there is one-sided? There's no debate, just vote, boom, You'd like to think that the Supreme Court takes time to consider both sides of the issue. So what comes out of there is, an honest decision. We don't need anything coming out one-sided, either left or right. We'd like to kind of have a balance, and she will imbalance the Supreme Court so far to the left. It's ridiculous. Some people don't want that. FBI. I'm going to make a separate video on this, but I'd like to know how the hell the Clintons managed to corrupt the FBI. That's, jeez. That's crazy stuff. And that really gives people pause. If she can corrupt the FBI, she can corrupt anything. Because that's like our last bastion of, before the barbarians at the gates. That's the FBI. They're supposed to be honest and trustworthy and upright and unbiased. And they just, Comey just rolled over for her. How'd she do that? And that really raises a red flag in a lot of people's minds. That's authoritarian stuff. That's borderline Stalinist. That's not anything we need in a democracy. And then Democrats. What kind of Democrats does she have support from her fellow Democrats in the House and Senate? There might be some, but I haven't seen a whole lot of Democrats riding to her rescue. Anybody heard? Pelosi might say a few things here and there. Schumer, not much. Crazy Harry Reid, he comes out and slams Trump all the time, but the guy is nuts. I don't know what happened to him, but he's probably certifiable. So he's been no help. But the other Democrats have kind of been holding their fire. I haven't heard a whole lot. Now, I kind of think it's because she's built up a lot of ill will in Washington among, elected, the elected representatives and senators. I think that they're afraid of her, and she's probably got some dirt on them. I don't know, but if she can bend Comey, she can bend any representative or senator, so I kind of think that Schumer and Pelosi would probably prefer to work with Trump than they would with her. because at least Trump will listen. She'll go, I know what's best, just like Merkel. Then her support, her superiority thing. She's walking around with her nose in the air. You got this snotty attitude. Got this snotty thing going on. She's wearing that $15,000 multicolored outfit thing, coat, whatever you want to call it, smock thing. It's 15 grand. And she flaunts it in front of, middle class and lower class people. Like she's, Marie Antoinette. Let them eat cake. No, that's not working. And then the money. She's all about money. Money grubber. Money, money, money. Show me the money. More money, more money. That's all she cares about. $250,000 speeches. Trump's rich, but he made his money the honest way. He earned it. She just got her hand out, taking money from people that she's promised to do favors for if she gets in there. And then finally, her support. The support, from these elites, the people that already have their pile. They made their pile. And one example is Cher. She comes out, supports, well, fine, Cher. Is anybody going to vote for Hillary Clinton because Cher tells them to? What does Cher know? Cher might get her 6 votes, maybe 10. But it turns a lot of people off because all these Hollywood celebrities and media types, they support her, but she doesn't get much support from ordinary people. Trump has 10,000 people in his audience. She has 250, and they're all carefully selected. So I think it's a support problem where she has all these rich people supporting her, and people go, well, she's rich, all her supporters are rich, they're elites, what do they care about us? How do they connect with us? So yeah, I think with all these things together, a confluence of these things, and when they add up, we've still got a little while to go yet before the election, but I thought I'd just make an early prediction. And I think they'll just all add up. It's just the sheer weight, the cumulative weight of these 15 items, and probably, like I say, I could come up with a few more. So we shall see, but right now I'm predicting that she's going to lose, unless something nefarious happens, which is always a possibility. But I don't think so. I think I'll have some more videos on this coming up, but I think I thought I'd just come out and do a bold prediction. What is it, on the 12th of October? So, almost 3 weeks ahead of the election. And we'll see if I'm right, I've been wrong plenty of times before, but on this one I'm going to go out on a limb and say, yeah, this looks like she's going to lose. So, we shall see, and thanks for watching. See you in the next video.